day, we're starting to finally feel a little bit more comfortable out there. 77 degrees in Peoria right now, 74 in Bloomington. Looks like actually the warmest on the map, 78 in Pontiac and Peru, a little bit further to our north. We're nice and quiet and dry out there on Storm Tracker, and we should stay dry as we go throughout the night tonight, but storm chances do return by tomorrow, highs again in the 90s. We'll take a closer look at those storm chances in your full forecast, but first your news starts right now.
Tonight, a second person missing on the Mackinac River in just as many weeks. We go live where search crews are working to find that lost tuber. Plus, Country Life Music Festival canceled. We have reaction to the announcement and what it means for those who expected to attend. And the former Speaker of the House pleading not guilty. A look at Dennis Hastert's day in court. Good evening. We begin tonight with developing news out of Tazewell County. Emergency crews looking for a man who went missing while tubing on the Mackinac River. WMBD's Maria Chandler is on the scene. Maria, what can you tell us right now?
Yeah, Paul, we are out here off of Route 29 near the Mackinac River Bridge just outside of Green Valley tonight, where crews are searching for a man who went missing around 4:10 this afternoon, tubing on the river with his friends on the Mackinac River. Now, obviously, after this weekend, very dangerous conditions out here because of all of that water. And again, rescue crews have been out here since about 5:30 tonight is when that search was called in. We're going to talk a little bit more about that now with Sergeant Brad Potts with the Tazewell County Sheriff's Department. Thank you so much for being here tonight. Can you just tell us, dangerous conditions, what's next for you guys? What's kind of been happening so far tonight?
So far tonight, we've done an initial sweep up and down the riverbank from the location that he was found all the way to the Wagon Cellar Bridge. We've now doing a secondary sweep that'll probably last about another 2 hours, and then we'll reevaluate and we'll go from there.
Now, you talked about all of these people out here tonight, volunteers, giving their time to be out here, really because it's too dangerous to put even a boat in the water at this point.
That's correct. And also with the Mackinac River, it's fairly narrow, so we can do a visual search of the water just as well, or anything in the water, just as well from the bank as we can from the boats. There's absolutely no reason for us to be taking that risk at this point.
You talked about an aerial search that was happening earlier this morning, or this afternoon rather. Is that something that's going to be happening tomorrow if the search doesn't come up successful tonight?
I don't know that. Like I said, we'll evaluate what's going to happen when the time comes. We'll make that decision tomorrow morning.
Is there anything that people at home watching right now can do to help?
Just stay out of the area, let us do our jobs. These people, that are in the yellow shirts, they're professionals. They are specifically trained. They know what they're doing. Just let them do their job, and we'll get him found.
All right, Sergeant Potts with the Tazewell County Sheriff's Department, thank you so much for being here tonight. Again, crews searching for a missing man here on Route 29 and the Mackinac River Bridge just near Green Valley tonight. We'll keep you updated as information comes in. Reporting live, Maria Chandler, back to you.
Thanks, Maria. We're hearing from ticket holders and vendors after organizers of the Country Life Music Festival said the event was canceled. Now, this comes only a month before it was scheduled to take place. WMBD's Sam Hustis has more.
When I heard Country Life was coming to town, I knew that was going to be a good festival, good event.
Jeremy Dennis signed on back in January to be a food vendor at Country Life.
I have paid them their money due, along with the security deposit, paid for 2 sets of electricity, all of which equals somewhere over $1,000, close to $1,210 to be exact.
And he's not the only one spending money on the event.
Other than the ticket, we spent probably about another $100 on camping equipment.
Rochelle and her daughter Brianna expect to get the money for their tickets, over $600, reimbursed. As for the other costs,
it's a lot of money that we spent that we could have used for something else. It's real money. We worked for that money.
I've turned down jobs during that weekend. It's a 3-day event. It's a very long weekend, very demanding.
Dennis also expects to get the money back from the event, but not all of it.
I'm a very small business. I have worked tirelessly along with my employees to make a living. So every penny counts.
In Peoria, Sam Hustis, WMBD News.
Dennis says he still has not been contacted by anyone. The website for the event says all ticket holders will be notified within 24 hours with additional information. A former youth pastor says he sexually assaulted a child. Nicholas Lawrence was working at the Pekin First Church of God when he abused a girl under the age of 13. The The investigation shows it went on for 8 months between November 2013 and July 2014. He pleaded guilty yesterday and will be sentenced July 29th. On July 23rd, Lawrence will be sentenced in Peoria County after pleading guilty to the same charge. No charges tonight for a former Peoria high school teacher. Bethany Newsom was arrested in April over allegations involving one of her students. State's Attorney Jerry Brady says there was a moment of horseplay in a classroom that was reported to authorities. He says the person involved reluctantly cooperated with police, and it was determined there was no sexual intent. As a result, Newsom was not charged. Last month, Newsom resigned from her position at Peoria High. Former House Speaker Dennis Hastert pleading not guilty in federal court in Chicago today at his arraignment. Hastert is accused of trying to hide hush money payments and lying about it to FBI. Prosecutors say Hastert agreed to pay someone more than $3 million to cover up past misconduct. Sources say Hastert paid the money to hide sexual misconduct with a former male student. Hastert worked as a teacher and coach in Illinois before turning to politics. The Illinois Republican served as House Speaker from 1999 to 2007. Now to a story from our Capitol newsroom tonight. Property taxes were the #1 issue for the state Senate as it returned for the first overtime session today. Lawmakers heard testimony from those who could be affected by Governor Rauner's proposed property tax freeze. WMUD's Matt Porter was at the Capitol and tells us why some felt this debate was unfair.
This show by the Democrats today is it's a real disgrace to the institution of our state government.
There were a few kind words from Senate Republicans about the chamber's hearing on a property tax freeze. The hearing included witnesses with concerns about a freeze, but nobody for it. Democrats say today was a chance to work out a compromise.
It brings both sides to the table that offer some compromise between what Governor Rauner has suggested that we take up.
Democrats are worried about a loss of funding to schools, while Republicans are demanding reforms that would include allowing municipalities to limit collective bargaining in school districts.
Let's give more control to taxpayers in deciding how government is going to be spending their money.
The House and Senate will continue to meet throughout the month of June. Meanwhile, the two most powerful leaders in the Capitol are taking their debate to the press.
We have come down to only 5 things. And when people say, well, 5 things is a lot, I say 5 is 1% of what they passed this spring. They passed 500 bills. 500 bills this spring.
Governor Bruce Rauner demanded Democrats pass a tax freeze with local control. He also called out the most powerful Democrat for paying political favors.
The cronies, the patronage workers, the bureaucrats, the government insiders, they're doing well under Speaker Madigan. And Speaker Madigan is leading the pack. He makes millions of dollars from the status quo in Illinois.
Hours after Rauner, Madigan refuted the governor in his own press conference.
And I go to great lengths to make certain there is a clear division between my law practice and my actions as a public official.
Madigan said House Republicans had a chance to pass a compromise bill granting a property tax freeze.
It's very interesting that there's over 40 Democrats voting for a freeze on property taxes. All we need is 31 Republicans, and the bill would be in the Senate. It'd be halfway home.
Now, the House and Senate are both expected to meet each Tuesday through June. They will continue to debate issues raised by the governor, along with the budget. Summer break isn't stopping some high school students from learning. 20 local teens participated in this year's civic leadership program, toured the county jail, crime lab, and even had lunch with Peoria County Sheriff Mike McCoy. That was just the start of the day. They stopped by other county departments, including the courthouse and emergency management agency. 6 area schools took part in the day-long program, including Manual Academy, Peoria Christian, and Richwoods.
1, 2, 3. Unified Relay! Woo!
Now, there's an event bringing the nation together. The message being sent merged today in Southern Illinois for the first ever Special Olympics Unified Relay across America. The team of 14 athletes, volunteers, staff, and board members from Heartland Area 6 made the trek from Central Illinois to Belleville today. They're carrying the flame of hope from Athens, Greece, through the United States, from the East Coast to the West Coast. The 3 sections of the relay, North, Central, and South, will all come together in July for the World Games in Los Angeles next month.
How can't you get goosebumps and get excited to be a part of a movement that really lifts you up? And it's not just for the athletes, but I get so much fulfillment out of it and being a part of, you know, what we get to do and tell people about every day.
Tell us what you're doing out here today, Kellen.
I'm here to get Wi-Fi to the torch. And
you know, that's the best part, to see the athletes carrying it, seeing the big smile on their face, and when they're up there in front of us, and you know, they're very proud of their accomplishments, and they should be.
WMBD's Maria Chandler was a part of that team carrying the flame of hope. The goal is to raise awareness for athletes and what Special Olympics can do around the world. Cleanup continues following weekend storms. A look at the costs as more rain makes its way towards central Illinois. So, Rachel, how much more are we expecting?
Well, you know, Paul, it's hard to say right now, but there definitely are a lot of storm chances on the way for the next few days and heading into the weekend. Dry, though, right now on our Skycam over Galesburg, 74 degrees. We'll take a closer look at those storm chances after the break.
You're watching WMBD News at 10 in high definition with Paul Cicchini, Maria Chandler, Chief Meteorologist Chris Yates with your local Weather Authority forecast, and Kurt Pegler with sports. This is WMBD News at 10. Central Illinois proud.
At Trouble Free, our focus is on training our technicians.
With a good, well-trained technician, the customer's going to feel comfortable up front. Then that's going to build trust. They can really open up to you. If you get in there with the proper training and you can build that relationship, I really think that that's extremely important. The specific individual training that we've been receiving is really helpful. Not just troubleshooting the system, but it's also makes you more confident as a technician.
For more information, go to TroubleFreeInc.com.
If you've ever been in a retail store and you get that kind of weird feeling somebody's trying to jam something down your throat that maybe they have too many of or they make more money on, it's a bad feeling, you know. And it's one of the reasons at Sherman's that if you don't like something, you got 30 days to send it back. So when you come into Sherman's, what you're going to find is somebody who wants to know about you and what you have now and what you don't like about it and what you do want the next time. We'll find the right product for you or we'll take it back. It really is just the right thing to do.
Not everyone wants to follow the crowd, especially when they have a truck capable of taking them farther. And that's exactly what Ram 1500 can do with the best fuel economy out there. It's this kind of leadership that has more people driving Ram trucks than ever before. Join us now during the Ram Drive and Discovery event.
Get 0% APR for 60 months, plus $2,000 bonus cash for up to $9,500 in total values on Ram 1500 Bighorn Quad Cab.
Your dreams evolve, and with committed support, they thrive. American Family Insurance.
The Storm Tracker Skycam Network, brought to you by Parker Chevrolet Buick GMC Cadillac. Now, your local weather authority, WMBD meteorologist Rachel Kay.
Well, if you thought it felt extra hot for early June today, you were right. Average high for this time of year is 81 degrees. We were 10 degrees above that, hit a high of 91 here in Peoria. Actually a little bit cooler. Bloomington only saw a high of 87 degrees, but still plenty hot out there. And right now, luckily cooling off for a warm and comfortable evening. 77 in Peoria, 74 in Bloomington, still dropping down to those mid-70s across central Illinois, but we're looking nice and quiet and dry. That's the good thing after all of that rain that we saw, especially on Sunday. We're dry right now on our KBL Design Center Skycam. We're not going to stay dry for too much longer, though. You can see Storm Tracker has mostly clear skies, but let's take a closer look at future tracking those storm chances that will be returning. We're going to stay pretty quiet as we go throughout the night. Tonight, a little bit of cloud cover working its way through. Early tomorrow morning, we'll start off with partly cloudy skies. I think we're looking to start off dry. Any early showers future track is picking up on just because we're going to be so humid tomorrow. Definitely going to feel that muggy weather return, but by the afternoon hours we do see more rain chances return. This is right around 2 p.m. although I think the better chance for some stronger storms building in is a little bit later in the afternoon. This is right around 4 in the afternoon. A good chance of some thunder and lightning with these just because of all of the energy in the atmosphere with this heat and humidity coming through. Now as we head through the day, the overnight hours Wednesday, we should be mostly dry heading into Thursday morning. Mostly dry as well. It's as we head into Thursday afternoon that more showers and storms return again. This is around 4 on Thursday. That will be scattered on and off throughout the afternoon hours, and by Thursday night heading into Friday, we see another line of potentially strong storms that will work its way through central Illinois as we end the work week. So enjoy the quiet weather while you can. Tonight we'll have calm winds as well. Looks like lows for most of us in those upper 60s, right around 70 here in Peoria. And as we head throughout the day tomorrow, we're going to warm back up to the 90s, pretty similar to what we saw today. 91 looks to be our actual high, but it's going to feel much hotter, feeling like the upper 90s, as hot as 100 degrees for some of us out there. Not even close to a dry heat. Definitely going to feel muggy. Dew points into the 70s. Feels gross and sticky out there. So we're going to be keeping an eye on that humidity as we go throughout the next few days, because that's really going to stick around. Highs on Thursday, again, looking to be in the 90s. Storm chances kind of continue on again and off again throughout your 8-day outlook. Just not necessarily a washout, but keep your umbrella handy. We'll be right back.
Not everyone is destined to be an elite athlete, but for those with chronic knee pain, performing even the simplest task can be a challenge. Thankfully, ICPR has a solution. Proven up to 90% effective, ICPR's knee arthritis program delivers medicine to the exact point it's needed most. Now you can play harder, run faster, live fuller.
Limit the pain, not the activity. There's nothing like your natural knee.
Call for a free consultation.
You can't predict the future unless you've got Frontier. You'll pay the same price for internet 3 years from now. Guaranteed. What else does your future hold? How about fast, reliable speeds and no contract? With Frontier, it's easy to see. The future's looking pretty darn sweet.
Get the deal of the future today. High-speed internet for just $19.99 a month with qualifying phone service. Call 1-888-FRONTIER.
At Grossinger Motors, we brought in a new team that's focused on working hard to serve our neighbors. With a bigger selection, lower prices, no games or gimmicks. Plus, the Grossinger Advantage, our plan to make sure you're always satisfied, now and down the road. Right now, drive a new Impreza for just $21,400, or lease a new Forester for just $159 per month. So stop by and visit with our new staff in sales and service today. We're all dedicated to exceeding your expectations. At Grossinger Motors in Bloomington Normal.
And with coverage in the middle of anywhere, plus our best plan pricing, we're a better value than Verizon and AT&T.
Javier! Who's this other wireless company?
Maria, this is US Cellular. We'll be happier here.
But our contract, Javier!
They will pay it off up to $350 per line.
$350.
Yep, $350.
Switch and we'll pay off your old contract. And for a limited time, activate a new smartphone to get a $150 US Cellular promotional card instantly.
This portion of WMBD News is brought to you by Goldfine and Bowles.
The insurance companies know which law firms actually take cases to trial. So should you.
At Goldfine & Bowles, we have over 140 years of trial experience. We know our way around the courtroom. Our trusted law firm has built a reputation for delivering positive results for clients from all walks of life.
If you've been hurt on the job or in an accident, don't just settle. Hire the most experienced personal injury law firm in Central Illinois. Call us today.
Goldfine & Bowles. It's our experience that helps you win. You're watching WMBD News at 10.
Peoria's Department of Public Works calculating the cost of cleaning up after the mess caused by the storms over the weekend. Damage is widespread, and the department has taken over 200 service calls for downed trees. Cost for just tree cleanup totals $12,000, an amount they expect to increase significantly.
The cost just for the city workforce is probably going to be triple that, if not more than that. And then the contractors, that's going to be even more as well, because some of the tree removals, they can run up to $400 a tree that they're removing. So we're expecting a pretty hefty bill for all the cleanup work that's going to take place.
Rogers says they still have to add in the cost of clearing floodwaters and repairs to traffic signals hit by lightning. Work on flood-related projects is expected to cost between $200 and $300 each. Public Works says it will have a better estimate of the total by the end of the week when they plan to finish cleanup efforts. Hot conditions creating the perfect breeding ground for mosquitoes. That means a higher risk for diseases like West Nile virus. Peoria County started trapping mosquitoes on June 1st for testing. No cases of West Nile have been found in the county so far, but others have been confirmed in the state. County Health Department says the hot and humid weather increases the rate at which mosquitoes can reproduce. It can take as few as 3 days for larvae to mature in an environment like that. For tips on staying safe outdoors this summer, you can head over to our website, ciproud.com. The Washington softball team heading to state thanks to some extra inning heroics. You can catch the highlights and hear from the team next in sports.
Now through the end of June, get a free pair of sunglasses when you purchase your first pair of glasses, even when you use your vision benefits.
Save $50 on 4 or more boxes of Cooper Vision Biofinity contacts.
Bart Optical, vision for life.
Workers' compensation claims do not always involve an accident on the job site. It could be a repetitive trauma injury, such as carpal or cubital tunnel. Call or stop by my office in Junction City. Let me put my 30 years of experience to work for you.
What if we could harvest clean wind energy just like a crop and ship it to where it's needed most? And what if we reap the benefits? Thousands of new jobs, lower electrical prices, billions of dollars in new investments. This is the Grain Belt Express Clean Line, and this can be the future for Illinois. Let's get to work. Let's build the Grain Belt Express Clean Line.
Whatever your project, you'll find all the tools and supplies you need at Blaine's Farm and Fleet. Right now, save on a Duracraft Deep Impact socket set. It's $49.99. A 7-piece flex head ratcheting wrench set from DeWalt, now $39.99. And this Danby 70-pint dehumidifier is sale priced at $199.99. Quality products at a fair price. That's genuine value. That's Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
You see it everywhere nowadays. We call it the yield bump. It's a grower's way of saying you made a good decision. Because when you treat your corn and beans with Stratego Yield fungicide, you get healthier fields and higher yield potential. Want proven disease control that helps bump up your profits? Put her there. Stratego Yield. Healthy fields, higher yields.
Your dreams evolve, and with committed support, they thrive. American Family Insurance.
Welcome back to another edition of Road Trippin' on WMBD, brought to you by Grosinger Motors. I'm meteorologist Lauren Ringson, and we've got the Lincoln Navigator all packed up. Let's see where we're heading to today.
I invite you to plan some downtime right here in downtown Bloomington. From casual dining to gourmet farm-to-fork experiences, we've got something for every palate. Many unique retailers. The place to be for your entertainment needs in Central Illinois is right here in downtown Bloomington. We've got the U.S. Cellular Coliseum, which has state-of-the-art sporting facilities. We also have the Castle Theater, featuring lots of indie rockers, local and nostalgic musicians come through. And of course, our Bloomington Center for the Performing Arts has everything. We have a wonderful public art program that celebrates our local talent with more than 30 art galleries in our downtown filled with local art. And we have an award-winning farmers market that operates every Saturday from May through the end of October. From silent movies to acrobats, you can find it right here in downtown Bloomington.
We hope you enjoyed this edition of Road Trippin'. For more information on today's travels and where we're heading to next, log on to CICrowd.com. We'll see you next time.
Now, your local sports with WMBD's Dan Malloy.
There is only one high school team still playing this week in Central Illinois. Thanks to some more late-game heroics, the Cardiac Kids of Washington softball will play on the final weekend of the season. The Panthers are down 2-0 in the bottom of the 6th in today's Super Sectional when Maddie McCoy puts a charge into one. The pitcher goes over the scoreboard against Piatone, and that ties up the game at 2. And this one was destined for extra innings once again. But Piatone breaks through with 3 runs in the top of the 8th. 5-2 Piatone heading to the bottom of the 8th. But here comes Washington. 2 on, 2 out, 2 strikes. Zoe Wetherell says, see ya at state. A walk-off 3-run shot, a 6-5 win, and the Panthers are going to the state tournament for for the first time in 25 years.
It's exciting. I told the girls, never give up. You never know what could happen until that last out is made. You just got to play hard all the way through, and I mean, that just proves it. We've been talking about finishing games a lot, and we weren't doing it at the beginning of the season, but this is where it counts, and I couldn't be more proud of them.
It was crazy waiting. We were so pumped yesterday. We were so pumped, ready for the game. We came out with the same exact energy and just brought it to the field. It's a dream come true. It really is. I think that we're going to step up, and we're going to go get them.
The Panthers will go get them against Sacred Heart Griffin Friday afternoon in a state semifinal at Eastside Center. The last baseball team standing fell last night. That would be Metamora, who lost 3-0 to Wheaton St. Francis at Augustana in a super sectional. It was the last game for the most successful senior class in team history, one that turned a football school into one of the top baseball programs in Central Illinois.
To win 90 games in 3 years, to be at the state tournament and win third place, all of the championships they've won in conference, regional, sectional, it's an amazing legacy that they've left behind and something that will inspire younger kids coming forward.
Our senior class and the legacy we left, I'd like to say we turned this baseball team around. I'm never going to forget these years.
Metamora has made 3 consecutive appearances in the Super Sectional. That's the only appearances in program history. It is day 2 of the MLB first-year player draft, and the Cardinals select an ISU star in the 4th round. Infielder Paul DeYoung got the call this afternoon. The redshirt junior led the Missouri Valley in home runs this season with 14. The big league Redbirds started an hour late tonight due to rain in the Mile High City. Michael Waka continues to dominate against Troy Tulowitzki. Down low, too slow. 7 Ks so far for Waka. Scoreless game until the 5th. Peter Borges goes up the middle. John Jay speeds around from second to score. Right now it's 1-0 Redbirds in the 6th. The Cubs begin a quick 2-game set tonight in Detroit. Quiet night for the Bats against Anibal Sanchez. Best chance comes here in the 2nd, but watch the right side of your screen. Rajay Davis tracks it down and leaps up. Look at that play. Robbing a home run, a 6-0 Tigers victory. The White Sox try to clinch the series with the AL West leading Astros tonight. This game was scoreless until the 6th inning. Jose Abreu launches a 2-run shot off Houston ace Dallas Keuchel. This one just went final. The White Sox win the series with a 4-2 victory. Right now, Cleveland leads Golden State late in Game 4 of the NBA Finals. Today, the IHSA named its next director, and he's from right here in Central Illinois. Craig Anderson will take over from Marty Hickman in January. He's a former Washington High School athletic director who has worked in the IHSA office since 2010. Finally, San Francisco starter Chris Heston throws the game of his life tonight against the Mets. The 27-year-old rookie fires a no-hitter, finishing off with his 11th strikeout, living up to his name, Hesto Presto. I looked it up. That is his actual
That's a good nickname.
Good night for guys who started Chris Heston in their fantasy league, Paul.
Hey,
this guy right here.
Yeah, nice work.
Nice 66-point outing for me.
You know what I noticed in that highlight? They threw the ball to him after he threw the no-hitter, and he knocked it to the ground. He was like, wanted his bro hug with his catcher.
Must be going straight to the Hall of Fame.
Why not? All right, stick around. Rachel's got a last look at the forecast right after this.
This portion of WMBD News is brought to you by...
Where it's more than a car.
It's a Honda.
Relax in style with Lions from Menards. The 60x30 Elite Tub Shower features an extra deep bathing well, just $358. The 48-inch Elite Seated Shower includes a comfort height seat, $429. Complete your home with a new faucet. Right now, all Moen faucets are on sale. The Lindley single-handle kitchen faucet with matching side sprayer and a chrome finish is $78. In a spot-resist stainless steel finish, just $89. Don't forget Father's Day, pick up a gift card.
Save big money at Menards.
When you test drive at Velde Cadillac Buick GMC, extraordinary things can happen. Scott of Pekin test drove the new GMC Yukon, rated highest satisfaction and quality by owners. We sent him on a Maui Jim sunglass shopping spree. Vicki and Richard of Peoria drove to the Peoria Riverfront for lunch during their drive of a new Buick Regal. Sign up for a drive today at VeldeGM.com and you could be our next test drive adventure winner. No one will save you more than Velde Cadillac Buick GMC, where he treats you like family.
Somebody went to Wisconsin Dells. After you vacation in the water park capital of the world, you'll never look at water the same way again. Go to Wisdells.com and get your free vacation guide.
I'll call the plumber.
Getting to the top is always a challenge.
However, if you drive the award-winning Jeep Grand Cherokee or the versatile Jeep Cherokee, you'll realize the top is just the beginning. One drive and you'll discover why the Jeep brand continues to be the best-selling SUV brand. Join us now at the Jeep Drive and Discover event. For the first time ever, get 0% APR for 60 months or $1,500 total cash allowance on all Jeep Cherokee models.
Oh! You okay, man?
Yeah, I hurt my back during last week's delivery.
Did you say last week?
I can handle it.
Listen, man, you gotta see a doctor.
Shh, not so loud. Boss finds out I got hurt at work, they'll let me go.
No, they won't.
They'll punish me somehow.
Listen, man, I know you're tough, but you're only punishing yourself. Call Strong Law. They'll make sure you get taken care of. They do this stuff every day. Break's almost over, man.
Yeah.
Remember, Strong Law.
Hi, I'm Gary Uftring, and I've been selling Fords for over 40 years. And I've always believed in fair prices and exceptional value.
That's why at Uftring Ford, you'll always get the best Ford your money can buy.
Like the Focus, Fusion, and Escape.
Get the Ford you really want.
UftringFord.com.
You're watching WMBD News at 10.
All right, so thankfully it's cooled off a little bit from what it was earlier today, but not going to be much better tomorrow.
Yeah, actually tomorrow is going to be worse because it's going to be just as hot in terms of temperatures, but much more humid. Tomorrow we're going to feel like almost 100 degrees out there. Looks like we'll have some storm chances come in the afternoon and evening hours. That continues through Thursday, Friday. These are scattered storm chances, not looking like a washout at all. That will continue into the weekend as well.
All right, so get your umbrellas and then crank up the AC for when you're inside.
Yeah.
All right, thanks, Rachel. Thank you for watching. Don't forget, WMBD News is available on air, online, and on the go. You can head over to our website, ciproud.com, and get the latest news on our app for your smartphone or tablet. Have a great night.